Like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GTV Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have yourself to blame, y'all. Cricket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop until you get your mouth on LDBC. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yup, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
All right, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. Like, share, subscribe. As y'all tap on in. If y'all haven't subscribed, subscribe. Share the video. Appreciate everybody who's going to join the video. If y'all can hear me, press 1 in the comment section, and we're going to get right into this video as soon as y'all come in. Y'all let me know. Let me know. Appreciate everybody that's tapped in. And we're going to talk about this thing that's going on. Y'all can hear me? All right, man. Appreciate y'all, man. And y'all hit the like button, share the video, man. So, first of all, let me get started off and let y'all know what's going on right now with Donald Trump, man. Trump has a couple things going on. He's got major news going on right now. First of all, Donald Trump has a situation where he has a lot of people upset with a move he made today, in which he basically, have pardoned two officers who were convicted in a fatal chase and a cover-up. Now, David Schertz, an attorney representing the estate of Karen Hilton Brown, 20 years old, said that the president's decision was outrageous and ill-advised. Now, according to this report out of NBC News, it says that President Donald Trump issued a full and unconditional pardons Wednesday to two Washington, D.C. officers who were convicted for their roles in a deadly chase of a young man on a moped in 2020 in a subsequent cover-up, a case that led to protests in the nation's capital. Now it says that Trump granted clemency to the Metropolitan Department officer Terrence Sutton, who was sentenced in September to more than 5 years in prison. He faced the District of Columbia charge of second-degree unalivened and federal charges of conspiracy to obstruct and obstruction of justice in October 2020 unauthorized pursuit that unalived Karan Hilton Brown, who was 20 years old. Sutton was the first D.C. police officer to be convicted of unaliving for conduct while on duty. Also, it says the same jury found Sutton guilty, also convicted Andrew Zabowski, a lieutenant who supervised Sutton, of conspiracy to obstruct and obstruction of justice. Zabowski was sentenced to 4 years in the Bing. He was not accused of the more serious crime of second-degree unaliving, but Trump granted him clemency as well. Both men had been free pending the outcome of their appeals. Trump had hinted of his plans to pardon them after his inauguration. They were arrested, put in jail for 5 years because they went after an illegal, Trump said on Tuesday. And I guess something happened where something went wrong, and they arrested the two officers and put them in jail for going after a criminal. Well, first of all, I got something to say about that. It says that Hilton Brown was an American citizen, said David Schertz, an attorney that represents his estate. The D.C. Union, Popo Union, they praised Trump's decision, saying in a statement that Sutton had been wrongly charged by corrupt prosecutors for doing his job. This action rights an incredible wrong that not only harmed Officer Sutton, but also crippled the ability of the department to function, the union said. The union expressed dismay a day earlier after Trump pardoned more than 1,500 people charged in connection with the January 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol, including those who, assaulted the law enforcement officers. It says the Metropolitan PD thanked Trump for supporting his officers after Sutton and Zavosky pardons, adding in a statement that the prosecutions were literally unprecedented. Never before in any other jurisdiction in the country has a police officer been charged with second-degree murder for pursuing a suspect, the department said. Now, on the night of October the 23rd, 2020, months after the police killing of unaliving of George Floyd in Minneapolis had ignited widespread protests against the police brutality and racial injustice, Sutton used officer's car to chase Hilton Brown, who was driving a moped without a helmet on a sidewalk in Northwest Washington, prosecutors said. Hilton Brown ignored Sutton's attempt to stop him and drove off. Sutton chased Hilton Brown for more than 10 blocks at unreasonable speeds, prosecutors said, and at one point drove the wrong way on a one-way street. It says Sutton followed Hilton Brown into a narrow alley, turned off his car's emergency lights and siren, and accelerated. When Hilton Brown exited the alley, he was struck by another vehicle, according to the prosecutors. It says as Mr. Hilton Brown lay unconscious in the street in his own pool of you-know-what, it says that Sutton and Zavosky agreed to cover up what Sutton had done to prevent any further investigation into the incident, prosecutors said in a statement in September. The officers allowed the driver whose car hit Hilton Brown to leave the scene within 20 minutes of the crash, then turned off their body-worn cams, conferred privately, and left, prosecutors said. Sutton drove his police car directly over the crash site, audibly crushing pieces of debris from the collision as he left, prosecutors said, and neither officer contacted the department's major crash unit or its internal affairs division to each initiate investigations. They also misled their commanding officer about the severity of the crash, denying that a police chase had even occurred by omitting any mention of Hilton Brown's critical injuries, prosecutors said. According to the prosecutors, Zavosky also falsely implied that Hilton Brown had been drunk, and Sutton drafted a false police report. Hilton Brown suffered a severe head trauma and passed away 2 days later. The jury in the case found the defendants guilty beyond reasonable doubt for their roles in the unaliving of Karan Hilton Brown and a related cover-up, affirming that what had happened here was a serious crime. Then U.S. Attorney Matthew M. Graves said in September, after the officers were sentenced, public safety requires public trust. Crimes like this erode that trust and are disservice to the community and thousands of officers who work incredibly hard within the bounds of the Constitution to keep us safe. The case spurred days of protest outside a police station in Washington. Schurz, the attorney representing Hilton Brown's relatives, said Trump's decision was outrageous and misguided. It says, I think it's one of the worst decisions he's ever made, and I believe he's still being ill-advised. Schurz believes the police unions influenced the decision for the officers to receive pardons. Zavosky's attorney, Christopher Zamponga, said in a statement that his client thanks President Trump for issuing a pardon unconditionally. J. Michael Hannon, Sutton's attorney, did not immediately return comment for requests. First of all, if this is true, which they convicted him of, the officer should be in prison. There's no question about it. If you covered up a crime, you know what I'm saying, and this dude lost his life, they should be in prison. What are we talking about? There ain't nothing else to talk about. They should have to serve their time. And it should have been more time than that. This dude lost his life. He ain't never coming back. And then y'all was convicted of covering it up. I'm just saying, bro, it should never been any coming back. Period. It should have never been any coming back from this. Point blank, period. So let's start right there. All right? So that's just disgusting right there. Point blank, a man lost his life. Officers get less than 5 years and they out? And they co-inspired. They were found guilty of co-inspiring to cover this whole thing up. Let the person that hit him go away, all this stuff. So, man, what type of cap this is? Derek Roy, my point is that you're blocked, sucker. Goodbye. That's my point right there. Get off your knees, boy. So anyways, let me get on to the next news with Trump. Trump has also ordered the release of long secret final files on JFK, RFK, and Martin Luther King Jr. Unalivings. So those files will be released to the public, and we will finally see, what was going on with those cases, in this situation, man. This situation right here, like I told you guys, this is one for the ages right here. A lot of people had questions about those three different situations right there. And this has just been something that a lot of people have not known. You know, uh, you know, this has been something that a lot of people have not known. How to, uh, you know, handle this situation. So this has definitely been something that I'm saying a lot of people are gonna be looking at. It's definitely gonna be something that this like I said, this situation right here, especially with JFK and MLK. You know what I'm saying? People want to see what type of files they really were holding on these situations right here. So I know a lot of people are wondering why these files weren't already declassified. You know, but also people want to know about uh, the Epstein files as well. People want to know about it. You know what I'm saying? So they want those files to be released as well. But I do have an interest in finding out what they had on file for Martin Luther King Jr. I have an interest on that. You know, so I would like to know what they have on it. I would like to know what they have on file as far as that case is concerned. What is on file as far as that case is concerned with Martin Luther King Jr., you guys? That is very important, in my opinion. And a lot of people want to know what they had on file with JFK. Now, what they try to tell you was official with JFK, but we don't know. We've heard stories. There's been speculation put out there. There's been a lot of different things put out there. You know what I'm saying? So we really have to go back and find out which of these things are we going to be able to, stand on, sit on, however you want to call it. You know, however you want to call it, right? So, let me get this right here. Sean Diddy Combs. Sean Diddy Combs. So, according to reports, you guys, y'all boy Sean Diddy Combs has been accused once again. Let me repeat myself again. Sean Diddy Combs is facing now even more allegations, bro. And this situation is absolutely disgusting that's going on with Diddy. Diddy has so many allegations against him. It is unbelievable. All of the allegations that Diddy has against him. Now, Diddy's ex-girlfriend. Let me say this again. Now, Diddy's ex-girlfriend is now coming out to testify against Puff Combs. And this is what she had to say. Let's talk about what she had to say, right? Hold on 1 second, you guys. We want to talk about what she had to say, right? So, let's get this right here. Hold on. Let me hold on, you guys. Right here. So according to this report, Sean Diddy Combs' ex-girlfriend, Kat Payson, speaks out on an alleged non-consensual incident and subsequent threats. She says that Diddy is a demon. Now, according to her reports, or to this report, it says that Sean Diddy Combs' ex, Karen Payson, is speaking out on her own alleged experience with Diddy, claiming he once forced her into a non-consensual sexual act and then threatened her. The model, who first met Diddy in 2013 but didn't start dating him until after his split from Cassie in 2018, said on Investigation Discovery's upcoming 4-part series, The Fall of Diddy, that she witnessed several warning signs leading up to the alleged assault. Well, somebody will say, if you witness all these warning signs, why didn't you leave? That's things that people are going to ask. I know people are going to say, well, Tigger, why are you saying? I'm just putting it out there. That's what people are going to ask. They're going to say, if you saw these warning signs, why didn't you leave? Was it that you couldn't leave? Let us know. So let's keep going. It says, I'm trying to do things differently this time. She claims that Diddy told her. However, in 2018, she claims that he hovered his arm around her neck during a dispute. Now, it goes on and it says, don't you effing dare, because I'll call the police. She claims she told Diddy, adding that Diddy started laughing and played it off like it was a joke. She claims that another red flag was when they were watching an R. Kelly documentary that profiled the convicted sex offender's history of abusing youngins. And Combs, Diddy's ex-girlfriend, claimed that he told her while watching the R. Kelly documentary with her that there's a little bit of R. Kelly in all of us. The relationship did not last long, and by 2019, they broke up. Payson claimed that Diddy told her after their split, "You don't want to end up like my ex Cassie." And that was his way of threatening her. She kind of looked like Cassie a little bit too, but she got a little more thickness on her. It says Payson said she reunited with Combs in 2021. Another red flag. People are going to say, well, if all this happened, why did you go back to him in 2021? These are questions people are going to ask. I'm putting them out there. You can get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. I'm telling you what people are going to ask. It says Payson says she reunited with Diddy in 2021 at his house in Malibu, California, where things allegedly took a turn for the worse. According to the model, Diddy allegedly forced himself on her when he was unable to sleep one night. She said it was just scary, to be honest, because his whole tone, everything changed. She said, without going into too much detail, out of not wanting to relive the incident. And she's not suing him either. This is not a lawsuit. She said it wasn't consensual, and the person who came out of that bathroom and woke me up, was someone that I didn't even recognize him, and I knew that I was never going to see him again. Payson claims she felt numb afterwards and suppressed her alleged experience. You feel so small and insignificant because this person has so much power and resources and all of these people. It's just very intimidating, she said. Also, at the same time, I feel like I should have known better. That's the shame, though. To add insult to injury, she alleged that Diddy later called her to threaten her and her livelihood. She claims that Diddy told her, "I can call an embassy and get you deported back to Canada. You don't know who you effing with. You don't know what I can do to you." She further alleged that towards the end of the conversation, which she says was under a few minutes, she told Diddy, "You're a demon," which prompted him to hang up. "Karma's a B-I-T, you know what? And where is he sitting today?" she said in a special, referencing Diddy's host of legal issues and the fact that he is currently behind bars on a federal trial. Now, Diddy's rep said that they're all lies, they're all made up, and all these people is capping. This girl, she thick as I don't know what. She look like Cassie, but she thick. She thicker than Cassie. She got them Tommy guns, and she more thicker. She more thicker in the waist. She definitely a thicker shorty. She look like Cassie though. She look like a thicker Cassie, like a Cassie that she look like she a Cassie that got a body. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all think, man, about these allegations, man. People are gonna have certain questions about certain things she said, and rightfully so, because certain things she said made you think. You know what I'm saying? If he said there's a little bit of R. Kelly in all of us while watching a documentary against R. Kelly, accusing R. Kelly of having situations with unders, what would make you even chop it back up with him? Would you be out of there? Would that instantly be a disqualifier for you? To where now I'm out of here. I mean, these are all questions I think that should be asked. Y'all let me know what y'all feel. Let me know what y'all think. Like, share, subscribe, man. I'll holla. I'm gone. All right, you guys. So we appreciate everybody that popped in, supported this video. Make sure that you guys shop our merch. We got that new A-Weapons merchandise right there below this video. All you got to do is look below. The links will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well to get the merch, to donate, support the channel, and subscribe to our podcast show. You'll see all those links pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. And we appreciate everybody that supports this channel and our networks. Also, that straight drop weight loss formula. Go to the website. You guys will see that. A link for that will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well. Go right there for all of your weight loss needs. Straight drop weight loss formula. We have a lot of testimonials on the website. You can go to www.str-8-drop.com and get you some of the weight loss formula today. Take your weight loss serious. Get in the gym, work out, exercise, and do what you got to do. Stay on point. We appreciate everybody that's been locked into this video. Again, all the links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. Salute to all of y'all. And again, we appreciate everybody who support what we doing over here.